carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Fresh set of downs here. On the counter, here's Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that. And
he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big...
And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Boom! Landed! No, check! Patriot!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Lucky 56! No, check! Patriot!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Here we go now! Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! It's their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play callers. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 56 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Tate, and they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
No, check. Patriot. Leopard. Detroit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
Well, as far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. Some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
This one taken from the 7. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First carry for James Conner. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start, offense.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Now they try the right side here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, it's Simmons. Dances by him, and he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the 10-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger. The ball comes out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard.
Focus, focus.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here we go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Ravens on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
And his throw here is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all the way. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful. I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it? It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back. And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it. You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going. So for the Ravens, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we